Like in the original arcade game, the player takes control of martial arts masters Billy Lee, or his brother Jimmy, as they fight their way against the members of the Shadow Warriors in order to rescue Billy's girlfriend Marion. Double Dragon Advance can be played alone or with another player via a game link cable. A third game mode allows a single player to play the game as both Lee brothers, with one character being controlled by the player while the other stands idle until the player switches character. There is also a survival mode in which the player must defeat as many adversaries possible in a single life. All of the player's techniques from the original arcade game are featured, as well as several new ones based on later arcade and console versions, such as the Hyper Uppercut and the Hyper Knee from the NES version of The Revenge, as well as other beat-em-ups by Technos such as Renegade and the Combatrives, like the Sit-On Punch and the Jump Stop respectively. New weapons are also added as well, including nunchakus and double collie sticks. 4 new stages were added as well, all taking place between the original stages from the arcade version. These include a Chinatown stage, a fight atop a moving truck, both inspired by Super Double Dragon, a cavern stage similar to the one from the first NES game, and a fortress before the final stage. Most of the enemy characters from the first 2 arcade games are featured, along with a few new ones introduced in this version, such as the Twin Tigers Hom and Hewing, Kikucho, and the 5 Emperors led by Raymond, a group of rival martial artists modeled after the final boss from the NES version of Double Dragon Twin. Moves that could not be performed on certain enemies in the original arcade games can now be performed against them in this version, such as the hair pull on the big characters in Abobo and Burnoff. Double Dragon Advance garnered generally positive reviews, with a few of the criticisms aimed at the short length of the game. Alex Navarro of GameSpot gave the game a score of 8.3 and wrote, "While the game may prove to be a bit too fleeting for anyone seeking a long-lasting gameplay experience, and the additional gameplay modes are a bit too restrictive in the design for what they're supposed to be, the game is still great fun and is definitely worth playing through long after you've beaten it the first time." Justin Leeper of Game Informer, who gave the game an overall score of 9, wrote, "It's still no 30-hour marathon, but Atlus has added a whole lot to an already excellent beat-em-up.